y'all. Well, I am going to do this plan with me as absolutely quickly as I can because I know I did another one, and plan with these are not my plan with me's, are not my top thing that y'all enjoy, but some people like them, so I'm going to do this kind of quickly. This particular, I guess you would say, spread is from, oh my gosh, I know the name of it. It's actually named, it's called Gypsy. And there's the logo right there. And for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the thing. Here's the thing, they should put it on there. Oh, you guys, I don't have it. Do I not have it? Okay, so what I went ahead and did was I went ahead and put on the tedious things like I always try to do. I put on the header labels because there's just a lot of little teeny ones. And then this, believe it or not, is not one strip. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strips. Excuse me, that I had to put on both sides. So anyway, I did that already. So there's a few little extras left. And so I have my little weekend banner I need to put on. And we have all these cute little things that we can use to, just for different reasons. I've already put on a couple of them, like I went to see Daddy on MLK Day, so I put that right there. Because I've already started the week, I had to go ahead and put on my to-do list, and you can see I have filled out some things already. So basically, what I'm going to do is finish up the full boxes, which is my today's, and that should be really. And then of course this section. Now here's the funny thing is I don't have anything for this side. So this is where if you keep a box, like I have an old Chanel box, right? When I've ordered makeup, and everything comes in a Chanel box. That's really, really pretty. And I think this was upside down. It was. Oopsie. Well, we'll just keep going. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. So, I'm just going to do this right side up where the writing actually works. But anyway, I just think this is a really beautiful, it really could be year-round, except maybe spring. It kind of has a little bit more of a winter feel to me just because of the dark burgundies, the evergreen color, but it doesn't really have a, like a time of year associated with it, but it's just really, really pretty. And so, y'all, I'm having a real time getting this one on there. I think because it's over. See? Alright. The good news is, whoever's piece this is, see, it's just not tall enough there. There? Maybe there? Okay. I think what the problem is the label's not straight. So every time I'm trying to do this label, it's not coming out just right. That's good enough. I think that's pretty good, actually. Because y'all know I am definitely not a good enough person. But anyway. Alright, so this has got the little script words on it. And so, yes, I do need to keep these I did put them on by their order of, sometimes I go by the order that they give you. I didn't this time. It's backwards. It's just flat backwards. And so I'm also going to put, whoops. Hey, how did that happen? How do I have an extra, you guys? That doesn't make any sense. No, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to put this over here. Oh wow, that's going to look too matchy-matchy, but that's actually okay. It actually looks like I did something with some deliberateness. If I can ever get that right. You would think it is not so hard to match up Ah, look, there's space. Oh, well. And I want to put the burgundy in. I want this included. Or I don't know. Maybe I'll put the floral in and put the burgundy over there. So I will have to grab this and do it this way so I can see. I'm just not lining these up very good at all today. There. Okay, so that was absolute perfection. Why can't I get any of these others? Okay, whenever you really do screw up, so this is a real life screw up one, remember to be patient when you're pulling it off, because sometimes that's what's going to save the sticky, and that's what's going to save the actual sticker, the piece. And if you don't do that, you may end up, I mean, these are not cheap, right? There. I don't know how I made it work, but I did. That is amazing. Okay. So, we got this back to where we want it. Let's keep going. So, usually, of course, you will have a piece left over, and it's the red piece. And I was going to put it right here, because that's just where I wanted it. Oops, it's not quite far enough over. Now here's the thing, I'm not quite sure, no, still it's not quite far enough over. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with all this extra space. But I do know, it's an angle again. If you don't get the angle just right, you know what, I may want to put this up there. I think I will. I think I want to put this right there. Here. And get the red going. Now, I will, instead of doing half boxes down here, I'm doing full boxes, and the difference in this is they're full boxes that kind of replace the whole half box thing are coordinating. They're not, perfect, but they're coordinating. And they are to, they've also got like a little white faded center to them. See how it's faded, a little faded square, and it just kind of blends. Now this pattern right there is not anywhere else on this. These are, they just blend. It's interesting because at first, when I first saw it, I thought, oh, well, these don't even go together. This is a boo-boo. And then I realized there were exact pattern matches. It's just the way they do it. It's very unusual. Hold on. Alright, so I'm going to try to match the top and the bottom at the same time. Let's see if I can even do that and still make it seal at the top. It did pretty good. Yeah. And it does. This one blends really, really, really nice. Now see how I thought, okay, what is a little girl, kind of like a pattern on here? This doesn't really go. And then I looked at this, and this is the background pattern of that. So yes, this does all go. It's really different, and that's what I really like about it. This is a very different one. It is so hard to get these exactly perfect, though. And you want to get them as close as possible. Because what you're putting together is all these different lines, really. Is that pretty close? It's a little off. Right there. I'm going to let that one go. Now again, oh my gosh, look how that goes together. So I am going to purposely let it. I'm going to let it. And we will have kind of like a, trying to keep this from not adding up at the top. It's very hard to do, as I always tell you guys, over the top of this, why can I never think of words? What is with that? What do you think that is? I can never, ever think of words. the post, the pole, the thing. This thing. Alright, and then one last one. And then I want to go back in and start to kind of fill in. Those actually look pretty perfect. It's these two that are not exactly right. And I'll just have to decide if I'm going to let that go. But here, okay, so we're out of these pages now. So we have used up both of these. And I realized that this is a kind of imprint of that. I'm glad I actually did not use the other one. You have to get right over it to see if it's perfect or not. And I'm trying, no, it is going to be a little bit of an angle there. Yep, because that one wasn't straight is the problem, but that's okay. So it's the space in between. Can y'all see that? Yeah. Alright, so now we have these to fill in with, and I wanted to go ahead and put on my weekend one, but I don't know which one to use. I think I can use this bright red. I could use that one or that one. What do y'all think? The red or this? It's kind of still feeling, I don't know. I feel like that peach could be used in the spring and the summer, so I'm going to use the red. Also, I think it brings this red over here in. And again, usually the K is the halfway point. And that looks like it's close, yeah. So that's our little weekend banner over there. And then for this space right here, I'm going to use some of these just to kind of backfill. Oops, that has actually been cut.